first American-born pontiff, Pope Leo XIV, has entered his papacy under intense scrutiny, particularly regarding his relationship with the United States and its political leaders. In his inaugural in-depth interview, the Pope addressed his views on the Trump administration and Vice President JD Vance, a conservative Catholic. The conversation highlighted a delicate balance. While he pledged to avoid partisan politics, he made it clear he would not shy away from speaking on gospel issues such as human dignity, peace, and migration. This stance is particularly significant given his pre-papacy critiques of Trump and Vance's policies on social media, creating a complex backdrop for his new role. The Pope's willingness to engage with Vance, while maintaining a distance from partisan endorsements, sets a new tone for the Vatican's diplomatic approach to a politically polarized America. Analysis. Reasons and consequences. Pope Leo XIV's careful approach is driven by a number of strategic and theological considerations. By publicly stating he will not engage in partisan politics, he aims to elevate the papacy above the cultural and political fray, thereby maintaining the Church's moral authority on a global scale. This is a deliberate departure from the perception, often fostered by American media, that the Pope's actions or words are simply political gestures. Instead, he is framing his interventions as a fulfillment of a spiritual mission, to defend the core tenets of the Christian faith. The fact that he is the first American Pope gives his words on U.S. issues a unique weight. He believes his American background allows him to speak with more credibility to the U.S. bishops and faithful, countering the criticism his predecessor, Pope Francis, often faced regarding a perceived lack of understanding of the American context. The potential consequences of this strategy are significant and multifaceted. On one hand, this measured approach could foster a more productive dialogue with the U.S. government. By focusing on shared goals like human dignity and peace, the Vatican could find common ground for collaboration, avoiding the open clashes that marked the previous administration. On the other hand, this subtlety could be misconstrued. Critics on the left may see it as a retreat from prophetic witness, while some on the right might interpret his focus on gospel issues as continued opposition to their political agenda. The ultimate consequence is that the Pope's words will be interpreted through the lens of a highly polarized political environment, a challenge he must constantly navigate. Prediction and solutions. Looking ahead, the relationship between Pope Leo XIV and the Trump administration is likely to be characterized by pragmatic engagement rather than direct confrontation. It is highly probable that the Pope will continue to use his platform to speak on issues he deems essential, while leaving the direct political advocacy to the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops. This decentralization of political engagement allows the Holy See to maintain its global moral standing while empowering the local church to address national issues. A formal meeting between Pope Leo XIV and President Trump, if it occurs, would likely be framed around a nonpartisan, faith-based agenda, such as promoting global peace or religious freedom, rather than a discussion of specific political policies. The Pope's solution to the pervasive political tension is a shift in focus from rhetoric to action, and from confrontation to collaboration. He aims to remind the world that the Church's mission transcends national borders and political parties. He is promoting a model of papal diplomacy rooted in dialogue, charity, and a consistent appeal to human dignity. This approach suggests that true and lasting solutions to complex global problems, from migration to economic inequality, do not come from political victory, but from a fundamental change of heart and a collective commitment to Christian principles. By offering this vision, Pope Leo XIV is attempting to build a bridge across the deep divides of our time, using his unique position to unite people on the basis of shared humanity